Hi, I'm Annie. This is Books with Annie, and thank you for joining me for my September TBR. We are going to be pulling prompts from my TBR jar to pick key reads for September. I like to pick a large variety, so I always pick 13. That's also my favorite number, so we just continue to do that. Yeah. Let's just jump right into it. So I do have a few books in front of me that I would like to try to get on my TBR, as well as 2 book club books that I need to read in September anyway. So we'll just see what we get. So I'm gonna go ahead with the first one. Let's go with this one. Oh, just kidding. One fell out and this one came out in my hand. So let's read both and see which one we like better. If we like both, we can do both. This one says soft DNF, so we're not doing both. And this one says lowest rating. You're joking. That's hilarious to start. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my Goodreads. Also, I don't know why I'm still holding soft DNF. I am doing lowest rated. So, okay, few caveats. I am going to, this is my fall TBR right here next to me. I am going to go off of what's on the cart. So I am doing my entire want to read shelf on Goodreads. However, it has to be on this cart. So we are going to average rating, and also I don't think I ever showed you this, but it says lowest rated. You might not be able to see it, but it says it. I think we're on highest, so to lowest we go. Okay, I don't own any of those. Sweet Bitter I do own, but it is definitely a summer book, and again, it's not on my full TBR cart. And neither is Permanent Record. Neither is The Unraveling of Cassidy Holmes. Bunny at 3.47, that's insane. I thought Bunny was so much higher than that, but Bunny, that's what we're putting, oh, hello hair. That's what we're putting on the TBR. So this is Bunny by Mona Awad. This is a, I want to say, horror literary fiction, but it's like a secret society and everybody calls each other Bunny. So that's our lowest rated. Number 2. Let's go with this one. Let's see what it says. Brown cover. Vampire Academy is kind of brown. I think brown. Let's see if I have any other ones. Okay, Queen's Gambit is brown. No, that's more red. Okay, so these are my 2 options. Now, as far as summer goes, well, we're ending summer and going into fall, so I think I'm gonna go with Queen's Gambit, actually. My partner really loves chess, and I have been wanting to watch the Netflix adaptation with him, so I think that's what we're gonna have to go with. So this is The Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. This is I think it's a historical fiction about chess and this like chess prodigy. So that's going on the TBR. So fun. Next, we will go with this one. Let's see. It says reread to annotate. I don't know if that's gonna focus. I have a couple of books on the TBR that I want to reread soon. I have The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Ride, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then on the other side of my cart I have All Roads Lead Here. So if I'm thinking of September, I really truly want to reread Bride in September because Mate comes out in October. I also really want to reread A Court of Thorns and Roses. My goal is to reread this whole series, and in order to get to A Court of Frost and Starlight by December, I have to read this in September. So that's actually perfect. And I want to reread this series to annotate it. So also perfect. But this is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is a very popular romantasy series that follows Feyre as she finds out about the Fey world. So that's book 3. Book 4. What's the prompt gonna be? Let's go with this one because it kind of just jumped out at me. Let's see. It says fire on cover. I don't know if you can see that. Fire on cover. This is gonna do some digging. Okay, I don't think any of these books have fire on them, so I'm going to have to put that one aside, and maybe the next time I sit down to do this, if we pull it, I can find a book, but right now I can't. So let's pull again. Go with this one. It says scroll Instagram. This isn't going well. Okay, I found a post by My Fictional World. I do own one of the books, and it's The Hunting Wives by May Cobb. And I mean, I'm gonna put this on there, but it's right here. So that's gonna be fun. That took 2 minutes and 40 seconds to find a book, and it'll take 2 seconds for you to see that. But we are going to be putting this on our TBR, which is fun because the Netflix series or movie, I don't know what it is, but the Netflix adaptation just came out. So I could maybe watch that because I have absolutely no idea what this book is about. I know it's some kind of, like, is it a thriller? Mystery? I have no idea, but this is going on the TBR, which is super fun. So now our 5th book, we'll go with this prompt. It says location and title. So none of those do. Rome. Okay. I'm so sorry if the angles changed or if I've moved places, but I had to charge my camera for a little bit. I will scoot you just a little bit. So our last prompt when we left off was a location in the title, and I did have a couple of options, but I think I'm gonna go with one that's been on my monthly TBR many times, which is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I own 2 books in this series. I'm really hoping this is the series by her that is for me, because every other book I've read from her is just not for me. It's just too cheesy or corny or something along those lines. But I really hope that When in Rome is for me. This is about a girl who is I think she's a pop star, and she goes to Rome, Kentucky, and it's about her love story in a small little town. So that's on the TBR. And number 6, we're gonna go with this one. It is Night on cover, like N-I-G-H-T, not with a K. So we need something kind of dark. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Perfect. You can see in the background it is night, and I am not looking for anything else because I want to reread this in September. So I'm so excited about that. This is on the TBR. And if this is the month of rereads, I don't care. I'm kind of happy about that. I love rereading books. I love knowing what's going to happen. I love all of those things. This says random color generator. Let me generate a color. Okay, so as you saw, I picked a spinner wheel that actually gave us 2 colors, and those were like a light blue and a light orange. And I am gonna do the Bromance Book Club by, is it Lissa or Lisa? I can never remember. Kay Adams, and there is some blue on the cover, but there's also, his arm is very orangey, but the writing is also kind of like a light orangey yellow. So we're gonna go with this, and this is about Gavin Scott and his marriage is crumbling, and he joins a book club with other men who read romance books in order to save their relationships. So that is the next book. So then number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8. We're gonna do this one. And this says Out of Comfort Zone. I would say out of my comfort zone would be anything other than romance or contemporary. There's a lot on my fall TBR that is not romance or contemporary, so let me look around. See, it's so difficult to make a decision for this. We'll just go with The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn. This is about a woman, I think she is scared of going outside. I think that's the premise. Oh, she has my name. That's super fun. Anna Fox, alone, a recluse in her New York City home, unable to venture outside. Interesting. Stephen King blurbed it. I'll give it a shot. It is outside of my comfort zone, but I think it'll be fine. 9th prompt. Let's see. Go with this one. It says older protagonist. So I would say older would be older than me. And it's not necessarily that like only the like main character, like if it's a romance, only one of them has to be older than me. I'm 29. I would say none of these. I think maybe, no, I don't know. They are really old in these books. Same here. Let's look back here. Okay, we could do Killers of a Certain Age. That would definitely fit the bill. Another book I'm thinking of is All Roads Lead Here. I do really want to reread this book. I don't think Aurora is older than me, but I know that Rhodes is older than me. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. I really want to reread this book, and I think September is gonna be the perfect time to do so. So, All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata is on the TBR for September for older protagonist, and I'm so excited. This is my favorite Mariana Zapata book, maybe even my favorite book, I don't know. And it's about Aurora, who is dealing with grief and loss, but also the end of a relationship, the end of a part of her life, and she moves back to the town where she grew up, and she meets this man, and it's about her dealing with her own issues, but also their relationship. And he has a kid, and it's just, they're so cute. I love them so, so much. So I'm very, very happy to have this on the TBR. Okay, 10th book. Go with this one. This says last song listened to. This is scary because the last time I listened to a song, I was in the shower and I listened to interesting music in the shower. That sounds kind of weird. I just mean, okay, I was listening to My Kink is Karma. Before that, oh, that's what I'm talking about. My Kink is Karma. So I would say like a revenge story would be good. I'm gonna go to this one because I want to see if I can read this. Honestly, I could kind of say this is revenge. I think I'm gonna go with this. Not that karma is always revenge, but in this instance and in the song, I feel like it kind of is. So this is A Little Complicated by Kelsey Ray. This is about a girl who has been in love with one of her best friends her entire life, and they actually start dating. They are together for a while in secret, and he breaks up with her one day and she starts dating his brother, even though she's still in love with him. And that part is kind of revenge. I mean, it is a love story between her and the guy who broke her heart. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm very excited. I have already started this and I am 182 pages into it. And it's still like, I don't know. But it's a fun time, so I'm excited to continue with that. Okay, on to book number 11. This one. Sorry if you can hear my dog. Author has same initials. I don't have anything for this, actually. Yeah, no, I don't have anything. So, onto the actual 11th prompt. Go with this one right here. It says, pick 2 books for next prompt, plus free pick. I'm so confused by what this means. Oh, okay, so free pick for this one, but then for the next, I have to pick 2 books. So we're gonna have 14 books in total. So, free pick. I'm choosing Before We Were by Monique Medved. I'm very excited for this book. I have heard that it is like Boys of Tommen with the emotional turmoil. So I'm ready. Excited. Okay, but yeah, I'm excited for this. It seems to be that they grew up loving each other and something has gone wrong and we are kind of caught in the aftermath of that. So very fun. So this is, I hope this prompt is a good one because we have to choose 2 books for it. So let's see what we get. We'll go with this one. Gosh, I'm nervous. 1-word title. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I have 2. I have Belladonna, Wicked. Okay, so I do. Okay, I have plenty of options. Loveless, Powerless, Intermezzo. Okay, so I have some good options. I have too many to pull out though. And right now, what I want is to put Phantasma by Kaylee Smith and Powerless by Lauren Roberts on my TBR. I'm so excited. Oh, and I forgot Never. Okay, well now I don't know. I would love to read a Jessa Hastings book. No, I'm gonna stick with my 2 picks that I did for this one. So Powerless by Lauren Roberts. People have said that it's like The Hunger Games. I don't really care. I'm just excited to get to that book. And then Phantasma is like Caraval. is what I've heard. So very fun and exciting things being added to the TBR this month. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books picked out, but we have one more because of the last prompt that we did. So let's go ahead and pull that now. This is the one, and it says a love story on the cover. And you know, we have options. I'm just worried about it because I keep avoiding the book that I'm thinking of, and if I have any other, then I'm probably gonna pick that one. Once again, we're putting Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan on the TBR, and it's not a bad thing, it's just I keep avoiding this book, and it's fine. All is fine. So those are the 14 books that are on my September TBR. I also have my 2 book club books, which are, I think it's called The Anxious Generation and then I'm Glad My Mom Died, and then 2 books for a blog that I'm hopefully going to be doing in September that I wasn't able to get onto this month's TBR are The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, and then the Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar. So all in all, that's 18 books, at least. Probably gonna be more, but that's fine. I'm excited about most of these books. I think it's gonna be a fun time. And before my camera so rudely died on me, I was trying to do my outro for this video. I was just gonna say thank you for joining me. That was my September TBR, where my TBR jar prompts picked my TBR. And I love making videos like that one. If you have any other suggestions or ideas for me, please leave them down in the comments below. I would love to take a look at those and maybe try to implement them in the future. And as always, if you liked this video, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I'd love to have you here. Bye.